With over 55 years of business in the greater Silver Valley and beyond, Watts Appliance is your go-to place for all things appliance sales and service. Watts Appliance is 4 generations family-owned and operated and has the inventory and know-how to handle all of your appliance needs. Not only will the team at Watts guide and recommend from their impressive inventory, but they also service any purchase if and when the need arises. In addition to appliance sales and service, Watts also specializes in commercial refrigeration sales and service. So head on down to 3 North Division Street in Pinehurst, not just to see their iconic seasonal window displays, but to let Sherry, Brock, and the Watts team let you know what's up. Wildcats Live would like to thank Sherm, Lawana, Sherry, Brock, and the rest of the Watts family, not just for the exceptional service, but for their endless support of Kellogg High School activities and Wildcats Live. NASCO is a loyal Wildcat activity supporter and Kellogg-based construction management company. Their primary focus is supporting our U.S. military's Department of Defense through the performance of multi-million-dollar federal construction contracts. NASCO has a long history in the Silver Valley where their home office has been based for more than 23 years. They have enjoyed continued growth and now have multiple satellite offices nationwide. To date, they've worked on over 50 military bases and performed more than 3,500 construction projects in 32 states across the U.S. NASCO is proud of their Silver Valley roots and is actively involved in local community events and activities. You can find them on the web at nascousa.com. Wildcats Live would like to thank NASCO for being the original gold level supporter and proud partner. Thank you, NASCO, and go Wildcats! Family owned and operated since 1948 and located in Smelterville, Idaho, Nickerson's Towing and Sales have been taking care of the Silver Valley and beyond for over 70 years. Chad and his crew provide 24/7 mobile services, towing and recovery, and also have a full shop facility available. Whether you need a tow, a jump start, a winch out, a tire change, or fuel delivery, Nickerson's can do it all. As Chad says, no matter how poorly you park it, we can help. Nickerson's also provides services such as secure storage, truck and trailer repair, brakes, transmissions, suspensions, and much more. Chad and family are devoted, longtime supporters of local youth athletics and activities, as well as all things Wildcats. Give them a call at 208-784-1238 or find them on Facebook at Nickerson Towing and Sales. Wildcats Live would like to thank Nickerson's Towing and Sales for all they have done and continue to do for the community, including their sponsorship of Wildcats Live. Go Cats! North America's premier silver mining and refining company and headquartered in Denver, Colorado, Sunshine Mining and Refining is a precious metals production, development, and exploration company primarily focused on silver. Their namesake project, the Sunshine Complex, is 100% owned by SSMRC and is North America's only vertically integrated silver complex. Located in the mining-friendly Coeur d'Alene Mining District in Idaho, the Sunshine Complex is composed of the Sunshine Mine and Sunshine Refinery, located in the heart of the Silver Valley, Kellogg, Idaho. Sunshine Silver Mining and Refining support many local endeavors and are 2021-2022 Wildcats Live Gold level sponsors. Check out their website at sunshinesilvermining.com to learn more. Go Wildcats! From plywood to paint, tools to trim, they have it all, or they can order it in just a few days' time. Kellogg Lumber Company is a veteran-owned business that has been supplying the Silver Valley with quality building materials to contractors, builders, and homeowners for 4 generations. Personal service and knowledgeable staff make Kellogg Lumber the right choice for your next project. With 50 years buying experience, let Steve and the knowledgeable crew at Kellogg Lumber use their many well-established vendors to source the materials you need for the right price and delivered on time. Kellogg Lumber, more than just lumber for 4 generations. Hometown proud sponsors of Kellogg Wildcat Athletics and Wildcats Live. Purple and gold through and through. Shoshone Glass has been serving the home and auto glass and glazing needs of the Silver Valley and North Idaho for more than 50 years. With 3 generations of family expertise and community loyalty, they have a well-earned reputation for hard work and excellence. No matter what your needs, you can rest easy knowing that your project will be handled quickly and professionally. From energy-efficient windows and sliding glass doors to bath enclosures and mirrors and a comprehensive auto glass service as well. Let the experts at Shoshone Glass take care of your home, auto, and business needs by calling 208-783-1159 or going to shoshoneglass.com. Go Wildcats!
Please rise and put your hats if you're wearing them to the playing of the national anthem by the Kellogg High School Band under the direction of Mr. Adam Marine and Student Director Kendra Kurasik. Color guard tonight is Cadet First Sergeant Miller, Cadet Corporal Lawson, Cadet Lance Corporal Johnson, and Cadet Private First Class Van Vliet. Please be an example to those around you. And now the starters for the Hawks. Number 2, a 6-foot senior, Nick Gold. Number 10, a 6-foot junior, Nick Ferguson. Number 11, a 6'5" junior, Ben Bryant. Number 21, a 6'4" senior, Jason Lowrider. Number 23, a 6-foot senior, Scotty Hockey. The Hawks are coached by Tony Hanna, assisted by Ryan Gordo. And now for the Wildcats. Number 1, a 5'7" senior, Keith Miller. Number 5, a 6'2" senior, Wesley Luna. Number 10, a 6'2" senior, Colby Luna. Number 12, a 5'11" senior, Richard McLean. Number 21, a 6'1" senior, Colt Kuzak. The Wildcats are coached by Mike Marks, assisted by Taylor Tompkins, J.R. Covington, Patrick Bennington, Josh McDonald. Officials tonight are Ben Allen, Gary Keller, and A.J. Bennett.
Hey everybody, welcome. This is Wildcats Live. You are watching live from Andrews Gymnasium in Kellogg, Idaho. And as always, I am Simon Miller, and I'm with Eli Beauregard. And up in the Crow's Nest, a.k.a. the K-Wall George White booth, is none other than Mr. Buck Coe. Welcome, non-league action. These guys met for the first game of the season, Eli.
Yeah.
And they're going to tilt it here again.
And they took 5 whole seconds to get a bucket.
Jeez, yeah, I expect nothing but just kind of letting it loose a little bit here, just kind of see where you're at before the stretch run of league. I expect a pretty good pushback from Lakeland here after the Wildcats got the better the first time.
Yeah, Lakeland being a bigger school, they don't want to drop 2 to a 2A school. No, Kellogg just moved down and has had a good run these last few years. But
and it's been a pretty healthy rivalry the last few years, Kellogg and Lakeland. I feel it's been like a good challenge for Kellogg.
Yeah.
I feel like it's also been like a good kind of exercise for Lakeland. They've had some really talented teams, and then that kind of ebbs and flows. But I think overall, just the spirit of the competition has been pretty cool.
We've pretty much kept them on the schedule since they were in our league. I mean, they used to be in the 3A.
That's right.
And when they moved up, we pretty much have always played them because they had a hard time finding. There weren't as many 4As. And
yeah, you know, like in the Inland Empire League, they even mixed the classifications there for a while there. Moscow, Lakeland, and then Lewiston, Lake City, Post Falls. Like those teams are all kind of in a cohort, but they're not in the same classification, but they still play. So you've had to be creative up north when they're building high schools as fast as they can in the Boise Meridian area. Up north, we've built a few schools, but you just got to be creative with how you construct those leagues.
Quick look.
Looked good, and off the mark there for Colby. And that's an early heat check, Eli.
Yeah.
Early 3 there by number 10 there from Lakeland, but Luna boys are pretty hot the last couple games.
They've been rolling,
Yeah, so that's a heat check. Even though he hasn't taken a 3 tonight, that's still a heat check.
I like the push there from Bridger McLean. It's kind of nice when you got players who aren't just your primary ball handler who can bring the ball down.
Yeah, for sure.
Bridger got the rebound and just took it down himself, and here we go. Good look. Just a little bit long.
Wildcats need a little adrenaline. You know, that adrenaline's flowing. You got to just kind of gauge it.
Their last few games, Coach, I feel like they're coming out early with a lot of threes. You know, I feel like maybe if they just would get to the basket a little bit more. I mean, they scored that first basket right away. Those threes, that basket's a little bit bigger if you can get a couple buckets to go first. So
yeah, get a little confidence. Hey, Eli, right away, it's not in the chat, but it's via text message. John J.J. James. Got the game on. Sounding good, boys.
Oh,
hey,
nice.
J.J.,
Yeah, we know
maybe
JJ,
Tucker,
yeah.
maybe the boys,
Yeah.
maybe the whole family watching. J.J.,
Class of 2004.
heck yeah. Sorry, it's
like
a family-friendly
94.
broadcast.
Yeah.
Family-friendly. Glad to have you watching there, J.J. Coach Eli and I will try to keep this on the reel. Looks like we're going to have a pretty good game here tonight. It's kind of a little bit of a break from league play, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of nice just to kind of play kind of see what we got.
This part of the season was always kind of my favorite when I was coaching because you're into some of your league.
Yeah.
But once you get one of those games, it's not a league game. It's kind of like a good litmus test. And I always liked. I think the way the schedule is kind of perfect. Lakeland early, and then if you're going to see them again around this time of the year.
Yep, kind of like your gauge it. And then it's a very coachable time before, and then again, before you head on the road to Grangeville and Orfino because you've got a pretty tough stretch ahead.
And usually these games are real competitive, and so it kind of helps prepare you a little bit for that district tournament.
Good student body representation here for the Wildcats in Andrews, iconic Andrews gym. Ripley going to look for a little push here. He likes to get physical and get in the paint.
Does a good
Nothing
job
good there.
Yeah.
Bridger, tough board. Maybe a little.
That might have been out of bounds.
That's some basketball savvy there there, though. Luna just kind of was in no man's land and just threw it off a guy's leg, and the Wildcats will retain possession. So fun stuff already.
Those are the plays. We always kept track. We called them hero plays when you make it, when it saves a possession, like a save or you dive for a loose ball or whatever. Typically, the team that gets more of those hero plays, there's a correlation, I think, between how often you win the game.
Early on, Eli, both Luna boys aggressive offensively. I like it.
Yeah,
but,
looking to score.
So far, just not able to get shots to fall, and it's just 2-0.
Yeah, we scored 4 seconds into the quarter, and now it's been almost 3 minutes without a basket.
Yeah. It's feast or famine at times with high school basketball. Hey, student body, pretty good representation, pretty good crowd, pretty good mix of alumni and parents. Andrews Gym's actually pretty lively tonight for a Tuesday night. Good to see.
And the band, by the way, killing it also.
Oh, what was our favorite so far, Eli? Free Britney.
Yeah, Toxic to play Toxic
by Britney Spears. Eli and I called out Free Britney, and the band looked up at us like, what are you talking about?
They had no clue what we were talking about.
They said, we just played a song called Toxic. We don't know what that means. So a little bit of generational disconnect there, but that's part of the fun. Welcome, Lakeland Hawk fans. Welcome, Wildcat fans near and far. We're happy to be here at Andrews. This is just good stuff. Wildcats live.
Yeah, we were talking, Coach, before the broadcast just about how impressed we've been with Lakeland over the years and how much we've enjoyed playing them. And it seems like we always have competitive games, very sportsmanlike.
That's the part that I think is my favorite.
Yeah.
I think that there's kind of this mutual respect of, whether we're way more loaded than you guys this year or whatever. I don't think it's ever like a show anybody up.
Yeah.
It's like a competitive spirit that's helpful for both teams no matter who plays.
And the coaching staffs, when I was coaching, were always awesome coaching staffs, very friendly. Steve Seymour and his crew. And
there's
nice
a three.
Shot from the corner.
That's number 10, Kenton Ferguson with the 3 ball.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Bridger kind of mixed it up there, and I do want to say I'm impressed that, we've seen enough high school ball where they're down below and they're mixing it up and they kind of anticipate the contact and they expect a foul.
Yeah.
Bridger did a good job there of just going up strong.
Yeah.
If you do it and you get fouled, you're going to get the call.
He looks like he's been watching the Luna boys. That was a
good.
Luna move. He's going to take up strong.
Good, though. Yes, absolutely.
I always told the kids, when you're down there, if you're going to take the shot up, make the officials make a call.
Sure.
You have to make them call something.
Don't try to sell it. Don't try to just go up strong.
It should be an offensive foul or a defensive foul.
And how about Bridger there? 2 for 2 from the free throw line, and we have a 4-3 ball game. Just a good start here.
And we've got Reed Walcott in the game now. We did have a substitution. I missed it when it happened. Oh, nice end. Oh, I think
that was a great little break.
Good decision, yeah.
And I think, you know what? I think Colton, what the good part about that is Colton's brain got ahead of his body there.
Yeah.
And I think next time he's going to go, okay, catch, 2 steps and lay it up.
Or when in doubt, put the ball on the floor.
Yeah, good job running the floor, though. And another 3 ball by number 3.
That's Cameron.
Cameron from the Hawks, and it's 6-4 now. couple of 3 balls from the Hawks.
And I bet you these Luna boys want to answer with a 3.
They do. This is like
I would not be surprised to see a 3-point attempt here in this possession.
I'm impressed that the Wildcats at their ball movement.
Look at that.
Oh, Bridger, that's a great move. Didn't finish. But the Wildcats do look like they're a little bit more comfortable moving the ball.
Oh, I think we got a.
Oh, a little.
Yeah, you got him just a bump. I think it was almost after the shot. I think he was coming down, but.
And our referees tonight, we always like to highlight our referees. We appreciate them. The job that they do is not easy, and it's not getting any easier with HD TV and replays, and we'll do a little bit of that, but I don't think we'll ever do that to disparage a ref.
No.
We might do it to say, oh, hey, they might have missed that or whatever, but I just think the culture is to, that the referees are just so imperfect, and it's the opposite. These guys do a pretty darn good job.
These guys are angels for
games.
being here.
And our refs tonight are Ben Allen, A.J. Bennett, and Gary Taylor. And we just appreciate, there's a shortage of refs, and these guys that are willing to do it and travel and put up with a lot of the stuff they put up with.
And these guys all have other jobs, This is not
these guys are not.
This
is
not
professional
referees. And Ben Allen, I got a quick Ben Allen story. So when I was coaching with the girls, I can't remember who we were playing. I think it was Lakeland, actually. We had a game where I don't even remember what the call was. There was a call that a couple of my girls were complaining about that Ben was calling. And after the game, Ben said to me, he offered, he goes, I'll come to he goes, what time do you practice tomorrow? And I said 3:30. He goes, I'll come to practice, and when you tell me what time you scrimmage, and I'll come, and I'll watch for it, and I'll try to coach the girls on it. And so just the fact that he was willing to go, I'll take some time out of my day to come, because a couple of your girls had a question on this call.
That's pretty cool.
Just shows the kind of officials we have.
It's about teaching, and high school athletics are a lot about teaching, and I like that a lot. Oh, careless pass there by Ripley. It's not characteristic of him at all. And Lakeland capitalizes.
Ben, too, I want to point out, he's a younger guy, married guy. He's got a family. It's like he doesn't need to be spending nights here, Like he could be at home snuggling his kids, So, and that's how a lot of these officials have families and stuff at home. So we appreciate him being here.
Absolutely. I just think that's it's becoming more and more of an underappreciated. If you think about it, I did a little bit of reffing, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's kind of a hobby. But when you're not appreciated and yelled at just nonstop, you need a little bit of positive too, and we appreciate all these guys. So. And
without them, we wouldn't have much because I don't know if we could have high school basketball without them, and the numbers are shrinking. So hopefully we can get more refs.
How about this fall, Eli, where we had a couple of football games at Teeters Field, and they were delayed.
Yeah,
because we had referees coming from another football game, either in Mullen or Wallace, and we had to wait. We had to wait for them to get to the field.
And we had a middle school game the other day where our superintendent,
kudos
to Lance Pearson, stepped in and refereed a game, came over from the district office to referee because they couldn't find an official. So
how about that?
So if any of you guys listen and want to officiate, there's a need,
Absolutely. So how about this? Game reset, 8-8, 2 minutes, 28 seconds to go. That's number 2 for Lakeland. That's Noel driving the baseline. Nice little move there.
And that was Logan, I think, with the foul. Which that's pretty much, I think when you put 2 hands on the waist, it's pretty much automatic for them.
So Eli, right now at 2 minutes to go in the first, it's 8-8, and the fouls are 3-3. So it's really been a pretty even kind of feeling each team out.
And I think Coach Martin wants a little more juice, a little more energy. He just put Tom O'Neill and Luke Miller in the game. So between those two, I think we'll see a little shot in the arm here for Kellogg. 10-8 now.
Nice bucket there by Ferguson. Yeah, the energy will increase right here. I don't know if the points will, but the energy will.
Good job by Luke to slow it down a little bit there. Oh, he tried to take the charge.
Oh, nice.
He got it. Yeah. He got it. A little bit late.
We'll get a replay on that. We'll go full. Let's see what happened there. Ferguson takes it to the rack. I don't know about.
I
think if this was college, that would have been a flop call.
And those are still bang bang. I think that's the hardest call for officials. That block charge. It's such a bang bang play,
especially on a turnover.
But credit to Luke for trying to get. We got a technical, I think, here. I believe it's the assistant coach on Lakeland.
Well, it is 10-2, and this is good. The action is good. We said the energy would increase, and it has. It has since the 2 spark plugs from Kellogg have come in. So A couple of uncharacteristic turnovers there by Ripley so far, Eli. So maybe trying to force a little bit.
And that must have been just a bench warning, I think, because no free throws here. So.
Right.
Yeah, and Kellogg has been, they've been sort of their offense has been so up and down. They'll have stretches where they're just lighting it up, and then other stretches where they go a little bit cold. But
looks like Luke maybe got bowled over there. He set a high ball screen and just kind of gets annihilated.
That's twice he's been run over in 30 seconds. Yeah. So he's.
I'm telling you, these guys just they sell it out.
And
they
Luke's
sell
not
out
afraid to put his body on the line.
Love it
for sure.
Love it. Good energy here. 10-8 in favor of the Hawks.
So Kellogg,
on the road.
Good move.
Nice job by Colby there. Pretty patient.
How do you stop that?
We'll go picture-in-picture there so you can watch that pretty play there if you'd like. Lakeland just doesn't hesitate to come back and counter. Ben Allen's going to say out of bounds.
Yeah. Good D there. I want to point out good defense. I think that was Tom O'Neill on the ball, I think.
And how about that? You got to get back, right? You got to get back and play defense. It is indeed a foul, Ben Allen says. Coach Mike Martin just does not agree, that's okay. It's these. Now, when we say that we appreciate refs and that we love that they give their time, it doesn't mean we're all going to agree with everything they say, right? No, not everybody's going to agree with every call. That's okay.
But we're not going to boo them either.
Right. We're not going to boo them and call them names. We're going to disagree and say, let's move on and play. It's a turnover. Somebody, Popcorn, good save there by the dad. That's a good dad move over there. So the Wildcats, again, Eli, 10-10. Pretty even quarter here. Both teams kind of struggling with some turnovers. Neither team clicking offensively so far. Maybe that's a credit to both defenses.
I'm a little surprised we haven't seen more more pressing action. I kind of thought Lakeland
it's been kind of just half court against half court, right?
Yeah, a lot of just execution in the half court. Nice patience there, surveying the floor.
Tom O'Neill thought about the three. Hendricks will take it instead.
Oh, left-handed. The Chris Mullen left-handed
there it is.
jump shot.
Nice three there by Hendricks.
I think a left-handed jumper for some reason looks prettier than a right-handed.
Oh, and then the answer. And that is Cameron again. These teams are just going to go back and forth.
So 33 here. We'll see. Are they going to try to hold? Looks like they may try to hold.
Gosh, I think that this is maybe like a test for the Wildcats because the last couple of iterations have not gone well. Ripley's going to just kind of sit there. He's going to have to move. He's going to have to give it up here pretty quick. He's closely guarded. There's the handoff. Here we come with the weave.
Yeah, here we go.
Tom O'Neill back to Ripley.
Pushed again. He's used his arm.
Luke Miller.
Yeah, third time he's been
the unsung hero.
Drawn a foul.
He's been on the floor 4 times already.
That's why we love Luke. He's a hustler.
And that really, Eli, that sets the stage because that's 6 fouls for Lakeland, and so it's bonus for Kellogg here on out.
And not only that, that's 2 on. That was Cameron who's hit 2 threes already. He's got to take a breather here.
Eli, I love it when the little things are an impact. I do.
It's just like in a marriage, Coach. The little things are the big things, right?
Yep. They can.
In a basketball game,
you never know when they're going to become the big things, and that's why you just do your part.
It's those 1%ers. I always tell the kids, those 1%ers are all around us in the game. You never know where they're going to be, but you just got to take as many of them as you can.
Absolutely. By the way, shout out from Jill Berger. It gets me every time, the ROTC. How about that JROTC color guard under the direction of Major Craig Peterson and Sergeant Major Jeff Smith?
Yeah, they're all fantastic.
They're impeccable. Yeah. Impeccable. And that can't be easy to do when everything's quiet.
It can't be easy to do when you're practicing it, let alone in front of all these people when the gym is absolutely quiet.
So
everybody's
that execution,
watching
that patriotism.
Yeah.
Got it. Just mad respect to them.
Correct me if I'm wrong, I think we're one of 2 high schools that have an ROTC program. So pretty cool that we have it here in Kellogg.
Pretty proud of that. Good job on Major Peterson and Sergeant Major Smith and the JROTC color guard. I can't remember all the names. Oh, that's
deep.
Oh!
He hits it.
That's number 10, Kenton Ferguson with the deep end to the first quarter. Let's go full screen. Let's let you look at that one more time. He takes it the distance, stops at the cat's whiskers, and drills it.
That's Damian Lillard range right there.
Holy smokes. Welcome to Andrews Gymnasium, everybody. 16-15. Lakeland is up.
We're going to need a break after that. We'll be right back at the tail end of this break. Thanks for watching Wildcats Live.
Family owned and operated since 1948 and located in Smelterville, Idaho, Nickerson's Towing and Sales have been taking care of the Silver Valley and beyond for over 70 years. Chad and his crew provide 24/7 mobile services, towing and recovery, and also have a full shop facility available. Whether you need a tow, a jump start, a winch out, a tire change, or fuel delivery, Nickerson's can do it all. As Chad says, no matter how poorly you park it, we can help. Nickerson's also provides services such as secure storage, truck and trailer repair, brakes, transmissions, suspensions, and much more. Chad and family are devoted, longtime supporters of local youth athletics and activities, as well as all things Wildcats. Give them a call at 208-784-1238 or find them on Facebook at Nickerson Towing and Sales. Wildcats Live would like to thank Nickerson's Towing and Sales for all they have done and continue to do for the community, including their sponsorship of Wildcats Live. Go Cats!
All right, we are back. Thank you to, let me say something here real quick. Thank you to our sponsors, and in that case, Nickerson Towing. But if you will look down at the bottom part of our feed, NASCO, Allen Electric, Watts Appliance, and then our Wildcat sponsors scrolling, and then Shoshone Glass, Sunshine Silver. Those guys are all major contributors to what we do, and we thank them as we enter here the second quarter. Thank you all for your support of Wildcat athletics and activities. Ripley.
Top of the paint. He loves that spot.
Ripley's not going to let that three go unanswered, and there it is. He splashes a three, and it's now 17-16 with the score correction entering the second quarter here. This has been a good game.
They're trying to answer. Good board there. Good follow.
And as Hawking took that three, Eli, these guys are letting it fly.
Yeah, they're not shy.
They are. This feels like an NBA All-Star game, kind of. You know, like, this is all important, but this is not a league game. Let's let her
cut
rip.
It loose.
Let's let her rip.
Yeah.
And that's fun. These are the fun games. There's one.
Lautzenheiser at the line gets the first.
Now I know a couple Lautzenheisers, and I don't know if this is a cousin, but I'm a friend with a Lautzenheiser in Spirit Lake, but his son is a wrestler. So I don't know if this is a cousin. Yeah, I guess we'll have to see if the chat can figure that out. But here we go. Ripley gonna bring it up and set things up, and it's 18-17. This is a heavyweight fight right here.
We've had quite a few lead changes already this game, Coach.
Oh yeah, this has been great.
Back and forth already. Another
Ripley
one.
to Colby.
Oh,
just in and out. So the Lakeland Hawks will try their luck here with a three, and of course they put up a three.
Transition.
It's nothing but net there for Kenton Ferguson.
Got to find those shooters in transition.
And all of a sudden it's a 5-point lead, Eli. Little run here by the Hawks.
I believe the biggest lead for Lakeland.
I do like the Wildcats' ability to reset things when it breaks down. Hendrick's going to take another three.
Good luck.
No good that time. O'Neal not quite tall enough to get as much on that as he should. And Hawks can grow this to a pretty significant lead or not. Yeah. Turnover.
That was like a corner move. He intercepted that pass. Oh, a bit of a flop, I think.
Euro with the flop.
Lakeland tried to draw the charge,
and
but I think he just stepped around.
We can't go full screen because there's too much happening. We'll go picture-in-picture. Go for it. Take a look down at your screen down in the lower level.
And then Lakeland really trying to go inside. I think, watch, we'll get a timeout here from Lakeland.
Yep. Called it, Coach. You called it, Coach. There's a timeout called there by Coach Eli. And just like that, it's 21-21. 5-0 run for the Wildcats. Wow. What? Is it a full? It's just a 30, so we'll stay here.
He's just calming him down a little bit. And I think what he's upset about, Coach, is compounding a few mistakes. Like they turn it over on the post entry, nobody gets back, and then it's the lay-in.
Yeah.
If you throw that long post entry pass and it gets picked, you got to fly back and prevent the lay-in.
Those are effort mental. Yes.
And while we've got Buck here, we should have Buck. Buck had a shout out for the Lakeland band.
Hey, Buck, you want to come on? You want to come on and share your thoughts about the Lakeland band when you visited Lakeland? I think that's a good thing to put on the air. Okay, here we go. Buck Coe he's up in the booth. He's running the camera and talking at the same time. So, Buck, you're on.
I wanted to give a shout out to the Lakeland band. I was very impressed by their pep band when we went over to Lakeland last time.
Awesome.
It was a very vibrant brand, and I think it would be like really awesome to hear these two bands compete. Like,
yeah, that would be cool, like a battle of the bands, huh?
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Buck, I like that they made an impression on you. That's pretty cool, and that you remembered to say something about it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It'd be like really awesome, like if their band came down one day, like how we went down to Timberlake for the girls' district.
Sure.
That was awesome.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the multi-talented Buck Coe. He's running the camera and he's giving us input. He's a faithful Wildcats Live asset. He's a producer. He's a camera operator. He's a commentator. He's done it all, Eli.
Yeah. Great kid.
Tough shot there. Kind of a fadeaway there for Colby. 21-23. These guys are just pushing the ball up the floor.
Not getting back great. Kellogg looks a little bit tired.
Nice job there by Hawking finishing that. Now all of a sudden it's a 4-point lead again after the timeout. So a good timeout.
Good timeout, I think, by Coach. So Kellogg here trying to be a little more patient, I think. Nice move inside. That's Ripley with the basket. Ripley Luna. They are so strong when they get down there in the paint.
Shout out in the chat, Coach Kayla Monroe, Wildcat golf coach, once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. She's now over on the west side of Washington doing her thing, coaching golf over there as well. I think if my memory serves me correctly, it's girls in the spring, boys in the fall for golf on that state. So she might be just getting ready to get the girls ready to go for golf, but there's not a day that goes by for Kellogg High School golf that we don't miss Coach Kayla. It's always awesome that she chimes back in and she's watching. That just shows a lot. Look at these guys.
Hustle
these
from both
guys
teams.
Just fighting for everything. Threes flying.
Nice move.
Pushing the ball
Look
up the
at
court. Nice job there by Ripley.
That's Rip again. Two straight baskets for him. Strong baskets inside.
I just can't push the replay button fast enough tonight. 25-25 now.
And we've talked about it before with the Luna boys, how when they came in as freshmen, they were true guards because they weren't real big.
Yes.
And now they've gotten bigger. They're doing such a good job handling the ball and finishing inside.
Oh my goodness.
He's feeling it. Yeah. It's a 7-0 Ripley Luna run here.
Ripley on a 7-0 run. We'll go replay in picture to watch that beautiful 3-point bomb there.
So we got bonus here. I think they got Tom O'Neill with a little bit of a bump there on the post-entry pass.
Well, geez, I'm glad both teams are in the bonus. They can, if there's a foul, we can at least catch our breath.
Yeah, it's been a track meet.
They got to be tired, but we're tired as well up here.
So it's Ben Ryan at the line. This is the first. So Kellogg possession, pushing the ball off the free throw.
O'Neill thought about it. I like his decision-making there. Colby for deep. He gets undercut.
In 3 shots.
And that's just good hustle there. He closed out. Ferguson, you got to remember when the guy leaves his feet that he has to be able to come down.
Yeah,
it's not if you foul him on the arm or whatever. He still needs to land. Yeah. So that's a good hustle play there by Ferguson. It's not a cheat foul or anything. It's just part of the game.
But as a coach, you hate those because it's like, now they get 3 free throws.
Yes.
So that's when you just preach, try to close out under control.
Rick Pitino used to say, never foul a jump shooter.
Yep.
Never foul a jump shooter.
So one more free throw coming here for Colby.
And Eli, these home games, you kind of look at your schedule and you start to extrapolate out league. And you really got to be careful that all of a sudden it's senior night.
Yeah.
And you got to just kind of appreciate these moments in Andrews,
yeah.
And I think that the Wildcats really seem to be doing that tonight.
And the crowd, very active tonight.
Love the crowd. The crowd has a great energy tonight.
Good call, I think. Just got a little too A little too amped up.
Yep, again, your head gets a little bit ahead of your body, and don't put the dribble down.
My dad used
Results
to say
in a travel.
like a jackrabbit on a date sometimes. Going too quick.
Indeed. Ripley setting it up.
And Reed will shoot free throws. So
I want to say that that 3-game home stretch for the Wildcats, where they played 3 CIL teams, starting off with the formidable St. Mary's Lumberjacks. In that game, I thought Reed Watcott really emerged for the season and had a couple of really strong takes and a couple of good. I think he hit a 3. Not that scoring's everything, but it looked to me like Reed really started to assert himself, and he's going to have to continue to do that. Yeah,
it'd be nice if they could get him scoring a little bit more, because he's definitely a capable scorer, and he just gets his find his groove a little bit with these guys. Nice take.
Nice bucket there by Noel. And before we can get the replay buffer cleared, Ripley, coast to coast, comes back on the other end. Look at this. Now, this is a track meet right now. Noel again just misses.
And we'll see if anybody stops the ball. It's been a lot of drive all the way to the basket. Nice fake there from Reed. That's another one my dad used to always say he always used to say nothing good happens when you go baseline. He hated the baseline drive, but these guys are pretty good at it.
And I think I agree with your dad, because I think what happens a lot with baseline is a lot of people leave their feet and pick up their dribble.
Well, and you're basically dribbling into a double team with that baseline, because it eliminates half the floor.
That's a nice dish there. That's to number 11, Ben Ryan. Again, we'll try to do some of these replays in picture for you. The action just goes so fast. You don't want to miss anything. So
Kellogg's slowing it down a bit here.
Buck is getting a workout tonight, Eli. That camera is swiveling. Ripley for 3. Little long. Colton Machuzik fighting hard for the rebound. He's been doing that the last couple nights, Eli.
Yeah.
Just finding his spots on the court. He's got decent size, but he really can elevate.
Yeah. And I think he's athletic. He's smart. He understands the game. He's one of their – is he a junior, I think, this year, Coach?
He's a senior.
Senior. Okay, so he's one of their elder statesmen here on the team. So
he's a senior, but I kind of thought about this the other day. With Ripley and Colby kind of, taking charge and being kind of the alpha scorers, I think these guys that can play, they almost get this, we need to defer to those guys. And I get that. You have guys that can score. You got a LeBron on your team. You got a Michael Jordan, obviously. But I think that these guys like Machuzik and Watcott and Bridger McLean, I think they need to start to, I got to assert myself.
Yeah.
Because Colby and Ripley need us to assert ourselves and play our roles if we're going to make a run at state.
And I think they are. I think we've seen a little more of it, I feel like, these last few games.
I agree. And it's been good.
Yeah, it's been helped them.
And I don't need Machuzik to score 15 a night.
Yeah.
I need him to get 10 boards.
Yeah. And if he scores 4 or 6, that's like a bonus.
Love it.
Good take.
Reed!
He loves those
floaters. Teardrop for Reed Watcott. He's going to get an and one. And we're going to break it here. We're going to go full screen. Reed did the little take here, elevates, gets out of the offensive charge, and just kind of lays it through the net.
He loves
nice job there by Watcott.
Great touch on that.
We were just talking about this. He looks confident.
Yeah.
And he should be. Yeah. He's a good player. Got to keep doing that. Keep trusting yourself. Just keep shooting, Reed. Keep taking. Look at this. And then a board by Machuzik. Follow.
Perfect.
Colton Machuzik, have yourself a game, young fella.
And, Coach, one of my favorite quotes, Scottie Pippen used to say, the hardest thing a player has to do is just find their role on the team.
Yep.
And it's and it's coming from Scottie Pippen, who was, perhaps the greatest.
For sure.
Second
starter, alpha on any other team. I just like the way that these Wildcats, they're all playing so well together. And you know what? And I would also give some credit to the Luna boys for that.
Yeah.
They're not. We have to score 20 a game.
No. Yeah.
We want to win.
And if you see the box scores, it's it might be Colby one night, Ripley the next, or and there's other players who might get 6 or 8 one game and then 0 the next. It's just
that'll energize your defense right there. Almost as much as a charge, but not quite.
Those are the charge. I think I'd put 1. The 5 second call I think is 3. The 2 to me is the 10-second backcourt.
I agree. With the press or you just turn it over
when they're right at the timeline and they don't get it over.
How some of those presses, again, going back to my mid-'80s as a kid, sitting in the bleachers keeping score, those presses, sometimes I'd be counting in my head the 10 seconds, and it was so stressful.
Yeah. Okay, so down to 38. We'll see if they hold or if they try to go.
It's a 6-point Wildcat or 7-point Wildcat lead, so
nice move.
Maybe a little more free form, yeah.
Draws the foul. And, now we're up in over 10 fouls now for Lakeland, so maybe we get a little bit of foul trouble too here, Coach.
Yeah, those have to start adding up depending on how much you've been using your bench, which it's tough for us to track without stat people and with the pace of the game.
Yeah.
We're just kind of guessing here. There's going to be some guys in foul trouble.
They've got a long bench down there.
They do.
So he's got 3 new ones coming in here.
Ripley just a little long on that one. Got a good crowd, got a good viewership tonight. Wildcats Live, appreciate it. Almost over 70. Would love to get, over 80 or 90. Just get some more people. This is just a great non-league competition here between these two teams. Just going at it. Ripley, after what? 11 for 12 the other night. He's having a little struggle tonight.
But still, Coach, 36 points. That's a pretty useful half. Especially this early on. They went 4 minutes with only the 2 points off the tip. So 36 points or 34 points in those next 12 minutes is pretty good.
Look at Coach Mike Martin asking for more energy out of the Wildcats. Get into these guys. Let's go. Coach Mike, he's into it too. Yeah, this is good stuff.
So he wanted more energy, and they got maybe just a little bit too much energy.
I mean, you got to bring the energy. You got to move your feet. You can't move into somebody. But I appreciate. I love Mike Martin just imploring his guys to get up.
With how well they've executed to end quarters lately, I don't hate it because they're going to probably get an extra possession.
That's a good point. That's a great point.
I think their shooting percentage to end a quarter is like 75% right now. They execute very well to end quarters.
Well, Colby's set to check in, so.
Yeah, we got a little offense checking in.
We got something coming here. Mike Martin still talking to Ben Allen, maybe doing a little bit of planting the seed for the second half.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I've repped a couple games in my tenure. Here's what I would have called there. 1 for 2 there from the stripe.
Okay, here we go. 5 seconds.
Coast to coast.
We called it there, Coach.
There's the percentage. It is Ripley Luna absolutely willing himself to the basket. We have no choice but to go full screen on this.
And he'll shoot by himself.
He weaves his way through every single Lakeland defender and just lays it off the glass.
And with the left hand.
With the left. I don't know what we're paused here for, unless everybody just it's the end of the half, so it's just Ripley to finish this 3-point play. And holy catfish!
I always hated these free throws, Coach, when everybody else is out of there. I'm like,
put some people in the lane.
This makes it worse.
Can we have some placeholders down here? And I don't know. I'm not sure what we're waiting for because the foul has been called. And the bucket has been counted. Oh, they're putting some time on the clock, which makes sense. Ripley's waiting patiently, catching his breath.
So he'll get some.
Let's go. Okay, let's go to replay. We can watch Ripley shoot that shot. We'll go picture in picture. Check out the clock as it's winding down there. 3, 2. Shot is up and foul. Probably should be maybe
about a second.
Maybe 1.1. Yeah. Good call, Buck.
They put 0.7 on
Buck
there.
is running the camera and just thinking as we go here. So 0.7 is really kind of cheating Lakeland out of it.
But yet again, Coach, good job by the officials to get together. Even though we're like, what's the pause for? But they just wanted to get the call right. So they get it together. So 39-30 at the half.
How about that? I feel like it's just been back and forth and fun. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for tuning in. We will do a mix of a few of some ads, but we also want to feature our Kellogg High School pep band. So we're going to stay here. We are going to go down to the court mic, and we're going to have Buckco put that camera on our absolutely fantastic pep band and cheerleaders. We'll be right back.
55 years of business in the greater Silver Valley and beyond, Watts Appliance is your go-to place for all things appliance sales and service. Watts Appliance is 4 generations family-owned and operated and has the inventory and know-how to handle all of your appliance needs. Not only will the team at Watts guide and recommend from their impressive inventory, but they also service any purchase if and when the need arises. In addition to appliance sales and service, Watts also specializes in commercial refrigeration sales and service. So head on down to 3 North Division Street in Pinehurst, not just to see their iconic seasonal window displays, but to let Sherry, Brock, and the Watts team let you know what's up. Wildcats Live would like to thank Sherm, Luana, Sherry, Brock, and the rest of the Watts family, not just for the exceptional service, but for their endless support of Kellogg High School activities and Wildcats Live. NASCO is a loyal Wildcat activity supporter and Kellogg-based construction management company. Their primary focus is supporting our U.S. military's Department of Defense through the performance of multi-million-dollar federal construction contracts. NASCO has a long history in the Silver Valley where their home office has been based for more than 23 years. They have enjoyed continued growth and now have multiple satellite offices nationwide. To date, they've worked on over 50 military bases and performed more than 3,500 construction projects in 32 states across the U.S. NASCO is proud of their Silver Valley roots and is actively involved in local community events and activities. You can find them on the web at nascousa.com. Wildcats Live would like to thank NASCO for being the original gold level supporter and proud partner. Thank you, NASCO, and go Wildcats. North America's premier silver mining and refining company and headquartered in Denver, Colorado, Sunshine Mining and Refining is a precious metals production, development, and exploration company primarily focused on silver. Their namesake project, the Sunshine Complex, is 100% owned by SSMRC and is North America's only vertically integrated silver complex. Located in the mining-friendly Coeur d'Alene Mining District in Idaho, the Sunshine Complex is composed of the Sunshine Mine and Sunshine Refinery, located in the heart of the Silver Valley, Kellogg, Idaho. Sunshine Silver Mining and Refining support many local endeavors and are 2021-2022 Wildcats Live Gold level sponsors. Check out their website at sunshinesilvermining.com to learn more. Go Wildcats!
All right, we're being serenaded still all the way through the half by the Kellogg High School Pep Band under the drum major assistant direction of Kendra Korosik. And, of course, always missing Izzy Desmarais. She's a busy gal, so she's probably doing 2 or 3 other items. But Miss Korosik doing a pretty great job here filling in. And they're exchanging money down here. I don't know if someone just paid for the next song or whatever, no. But Wildcats and Hawks are ready to get it going here in the second half. Eli, why don't you review for us the second quarter totals?
Yeah,
it's pretty impressive.
So Kellogg, that second quarter, scored 25 points, 25 for Kellogg, 14 for Lakeland. So good quarter for Kellogg. Went from being down 2 to being up by 9. So
nice hustle there.
Way to run the floor. Luke Miller gets out and runs backside. Oh, he was set, I think. What do we got here?
Yeah, I think you got it. You think he was set?
I think he was set.
We're going to go full because Ripley kind of went Euro on him, and he had an open teammate, maybe just tried to get it up there.
Yeah, I think he tried to step around, yeah. Out in front of him, if he maybe just takes one less dribble, and that defender's going to stay with him, he could dump it down a little more passing lane.
I mean, I'm not surprised the threes are flying already.
Yeah, I wonder how many attempts we had that first half. A lot of three-pointers.
A lot of threes. They're just getting launched.
Oh, that was broken. Looked like a pass.
Yeah.
I don't think it was.
Nice little flex cut there by Bridger.
Yeah, I like when they get into this kind of flex.
Yeah.
Kind of old school flex. A lot of the stuff they run is kind of old school flex and the weave and.
They just never get that deep into the rotation.
Yeah.
There's a three right there, and he had one earlier. That's Ferguson. So just like that, Eli.
Getting back to that, like any kind of flex or motion, typically the longer you can run it, the more likely you're going to get something.
Yeah, get like a little chippy there.
Yeah, because the defense is going to get tired.
It's almost like a lost art at this point, isn't it?
But, gosh, I don't think – we were joking about the shot clock. We had a shot clock issue before the game, but even if the shot clock were going, I don't think we'd have any violations tonight, Coach.
Not tonight.
I think if the shot clock were 10, we wouldn't have many violations.
Again, I think this, it reminds me of an all-star game. It's just like we're just showcasing tonight.
Feels like we're at the Mullen Pavilion right now.
Indeed it does. Welcome back, everybody. Wildcats, Hawks, having a good time here tonight at Andrews. Glad to have everybody joining us. From the Rathdrum Prairie to the Silver Valley.
And
and it's Ferguson again. Back-to-back three balls, timeout time.
And Coach Colby, Buck just got here. Colby, that's his third, so he'll have to be careful here. We'll see if Coach leaves him in or gets him a breather.
That is a turn of events. Colby with three, and Ferguson hits the three.
Back-to-back.
And we would stay here and just listen to the band, but it's the traditional KHS band third quarter break.
Yeah.
So we're going to get some PA announcer Chris Johnson. He's going to spin the jukebox and put us in YouTube violation territory, but we'll stay here anyway.
Shout out, by the way, to Chris and Gwen.
Yeah.
More faithfuls of Kellogg. They're here every game doing the book and doing the clock. And
Gwen putting on the official jersey and just toughing it out. I remember it last year or the year before, Gwen took a shot. A loose ball just caught her square, and she finished the game.
Yeah,
Did not leave the game. It's as tough as they come.
And always so friendly. I always loved – that was one of my favorite parts about coaching up here was just – getting to see all those people every game.
Yeah.
Saying hi to Chris and Gwen and Steve Shepard and Roger and all these people who are just stable. And John Wollaston,
Yep, he's still over there. He's got the Where's Waldo purple and gold over there.
He's in the same spot he's been in,
And he's joined by another legend, Freddie Day.
Fred Day, another former official.
Fred maybe critiquing the refs a little bit here tonight. Wildcats get the ball here out of the timeout. Just up 3 now instead of 9. 6-0 run by the Hawks after 2 Ferguson triples. Oh, good call, Buck. A Wildcat Spirit can just got brought out. They opened up a can of Spirit. Another turnover by the Wildcats. That is
maybe fortunate we didn't get called for the foul there. Kind of a blow by there. That one too. He got him on the hand.
Nice steal there by number 23, Scotty Hawking. Not able to finish. Ripley takes it again. Is he going to get rung up, or is it a block?
It's a block. I don't think he was quite set.
Let's look. Let's take a look here. He's going to. I think we'll just get it cut off. I might have started it too soon. He kind of reverses.
Yeah, I think he's still kind of moving back a little.
Boy, a similar situation, though. Those guys have Ripley figured out, don't they? They're like, if he starts to go to the bucket, we did a full on that one.
Finish there. Good, yeah. We needed that free throw, a little run there.
Yeah,
from Lakeland.
Wildcats finally get some points on the board.
I feel like this is an important possession for a stop if we can get one. There we go.
Luke Miller.
Now value the possession. Good decision by Luke not to go too crazy on the push.
And then he just floats and pops. I like it. That was a good shot. He probed it. And
he was going to give it up, and then the defense just walked away and left him open. So good take there. Ferguson's starting to feel good.
Boy, he's heating up for sure.
Yeah, we got to get a clamp on him. I think it might be time to put.
He's on fire.
Get a Luke Miller or a Tom O'Neill on him.
He's on fire time. Is that 3 consecutive?
I don't know who's guarding him, but maybe.
Hey,
me, I might think about a
guess
good
who?
move. There's your guy.
Machuzik. He really is starting to emerge.
And Coach, he does a great job picking his spots. I think he knows when to.
If feel like he's getting better and better at knowing that. Here's the replay picture-in-picture. He's getting better at knowing that, but he's also going full speed and confidently when he does it.
Yeah. So Buck and Ari are both of the Lunas. Colby and Ripley with 3 fouls. We'll see.
Okay.
Both of them still in the game, I believe.
Well, speaking of Coach LaFontaine, when they beat Kellogg in the Silver Valley tournament, both Luna boys were in some serious foul trouble. So Wildcats played without them for most of that game. So that was maybe a good test, and maybe that's a good thing that they weathered that storm. There's Ripley, just another beautiful take right there.
That was a grown man move right there.
We'll go picture-in-picture, as this is going to probably be a turnover. Maybe not. Yep, there's Ripley again.
A little no-look pass there to his brother.
Colby's going to reverse. Oh, heat check.
Two open,
just off.
Lakeland now will push. Big surprise, other way.
Nice little up and under there. That's number 2, Nick Knoll.
Bridger got caught sleeping there, I think. Yeah, he wasn't expecting the pass. So he ran the floor well, but he just wasn't looking.
What are the odds the Hawks take a 3 here?
Pretty good.
They're good.
If it's Ferguson, even higher.
Nice they're going to go inside.
They
proved me wrong.
Yeah.
Nice little dump, huh?
Nice pass there from Ferguson. He saw the post had a seal. He lobbed it over the top, and very nice touch on the pass there from Ferguson.
Yeah, and Ben Ryan did a pretty good job getting position, adjusting to the defensive post defense.
And that's not an easy pass to throw. You got to kind of just feather it in there over the top.
46-40, too long on the free throw there by Ben Ryan. Just got word, talking about all these outstanding Kellogg High School students. Just got word Izzy Desmarais is at choir practice for NIC. So the young lady
she's busy.
She is busy. She's multi-talented. She plays the bass. She's the drum major.
She's one of the most
vocalist.
Requested babysitters in the Silver Valley.
She is one of the most requested babysitters. And so I can understand when she can't make a non-league game here at Andrews.
Coach, that was great defense there from Lakeland. That was number 3, I think, there, Cameron. He just walled up. He didn't move. He just went chest to chest, but he didn't move. Great defense there. Good fundamental defense.
I think there's been a noticeable effort for the Hawks to take the ball to the rack, Eli.
Yeah, I think so.
After we talked about them hitting threes, they are definitely taking the ball to the hoop. It's just a 5-point game here. So anybody's ball game, and both teams just going at it.
So you've got Hendricks and Watcott in for Kellogg.
Nobody really in foul trouble, per se. 4-1 as far as team goes. Colby with a deep 3.
Yeah, that's money.
Got it.
They love that spot at the top. That's a high percentage shot for those two. Oof, that was nearly intercepted. Good job to corral it there.
Hendricks to close out there, maybe a little high.
Good board. I think we get a.
And Eli Ripley kind of.
Oh yeah, he's.
I think an ankle maybe.
He's stretching something out.
Eli.
He's gonna stay in there.
A little coaching point there with Hendricks, closing out on the perimeter. You got to keep the rear end low and the hand high, and don't overcommit on that.
And those last few steps have got to be those shuffle steps. You should hear the sneakers squeaking. Squeak. If you landed on your feet flat, you're going to get blown by.
And that's a lost art. I think that's a fundamental part of defense. I remember Coach Kerfoot going over those, and I just really appreciate that. And I think that was the only thing Hendricks was lacking there.
That's why, Coach, for a lot of years we ran a dribble drive when I was coaching, because it just to me the closeout is the worst position to be in as a defender. So I wanted to put the defense in the closeout as many times as possible, because eventually someone's going to make a mistake on a closeout.
Hey, how about Bridger McLean for the 3 there, Eli, on the opposite side?
Like I say, Coach, I love there's the supporting cast of Kellogg is growing up.
They are. Look at O'Neill in there in the middle. Look, he's the first one down. Look at him get down the floor here.
Hustle, screen,
We'll get Bridger in the picture-in-picture here for you if you'd like, ladies and gentlemen. That was a great 3.
And Tom O'Neill,
that was Colby.
Back-to-back screens. There's screen 1. Didn't get anything, just move 2 feet, set a screen on another player.
And then running the floor for the Hawks.
Bucko having a hard time keeping up with the camera up there.
Gabe Harris. Buck's getting a workout. That camera swivel is going to start smoking here pretty soon. 52-43, 9-point lead for the Wildcats.
And it's funny, Coach, both teams seem content to run. Neither team really trying to slow it down on much.
No.
In transition, both teams are getting out. Oh, might have gotten away with the travel.
Looks
there.
like a maybe, yes.
I think the Lakeland fans wanted that. But
I think Bridger coming off the made three, he wants that ball back.
he's
like, let's get this back to in my hands. Bounce pass, ball fake, bounce pass.
Yeah, fake them high, go low, right, Coach?
Yep. And we got Ripley coming back in. Bridger's going to get a break. Ripley and Colby in the game now for the Wildcats. I mean, if you got 3 fouls, 2 fouls, you might as well just, empty it.
Yeah,
just might as well go for it
Coach
here.
Martin being a bit of a gunslinger here. I like it, though, leaving them in. It's a
Love
non-league game, like you said.
Love it.
They got to learn to play with 3. It's going to happen, so.
And Robinson and Drayden Taylor have played 2 quarters of JV. It's interesting they haven't got in the game yet.
Yeah. See, Coach, there, if it's me, I just go left hand.
Yeah.
I think he finishes out.
Make him prove it.
He tried to kind of go underneath. I think he maybe draws the foul even if he goes left. But.
Fortunately, Cameron is there to clean it up. So Hawks get bucket there. And now the Wildcats, last possession or not, 30 seconds. Kind of a long time for a high school team to.
Especially Lakeland is starting to put a little more ball pressure up there. They're not going to let him just dribble.
Wildcats, a lot of standing around right now. Look at that. A lot of tired bodies. Just kind of maybe Coach Martin say, let Ripley just kind of do an and one mixtape up there at the top. Watcott comes to relieve him. Still 11 seconds. The Wildcats have the discipline to take this down.
Yeah,
They're waiting
until about 6. Yep. You want to get a shot around 2.
Oh, and Ripley. That's a pretty good job gathering it. I like it. That's pretty disciplined by the Wildcats. Took it from 30 seconds down to 2 and get a shot off. That's a step right there.
Their end of the quarter efficiency, Coach. And I swear this is like, the Bill Belichick he always practiced the little situational things.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
So credit to Coach Martin. I'm sure they're spending time on end of quarter stuff because they do it so well. So
it's a definite improvement and noticeable difference from the last couple of times we've seen, right?
Yeah.
Tonight has been night and day. And there's the execution right there. You got to make the free ones. There, a lot of people I hear them say, you got to make your free ones. You got to, take advantage of the free throws. Those aren't the easiest shots to make.
No.
Now, they may be a lost art, but they're not easy.
Yeah.
When you're tired, everybody's watching, you're under pressure.
And everybody kind of expects you to make 80%, and it's just that's not for high school. That's not always reasonable.
So good on Colby there, Ripley there for making both free throws.
I kind of thought we might see a little soft press here with 2 seconds, but they're going to be back.
Well,
now put a little pressure.
Tom O'Neill has other indications.
No fouls here. Good D there.
Wow, I'm still out of breath, Eli. These guys just going at it. Hawks bringing it. Wildcats bringing it. Both teams had a good game the first time around. Testing their mettle a little bit here in the second non-league game. We're going to take a quick break, give ourselves a breather as well. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Purple and gold through and through. Shoshone Glass has been serving the home and auto glass and glazing needs of the Silver Valley and North Idaho for more than 50 years. With 3 generations of family expertise and community loyalty, they have a well-earned reputation for hard work and excellence. No matter what your needs, you can rest easy knowing that your project will be handled quickly and professionally. From energy-efficient windows and sliding glass doors to bath enclosures and mirrors and a comprehensive auto glass service as well. Let the experts at Shoshone Glass take care of your home, auto, and business needs by calling 208-783-1159 or going to shoshoneglass.com. Go Wildcats!
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Good to see well north of 70 viewers here. We're glad to have everybody here. A great game, two hard-playing teams, a great band. By the way, under the direction of Adam Ream. And nice little jumper there for the Hawks right out of the gate.
Yeah, so this first few minutes of this quarter are going to be important if Kellogg can lengthen the lead a little bit, or if Lakeland can chip into it.
I feel like at this point, I don't want to break script from what's got you success, but I don't think Kellogg has to push.
Yeah, no, I think slowing it down and valuing possessions a little bit might not be.
Although, you've got to get them in foul trouble, right? You've got to get to bonus if you want to ice it.
Well, the other thing is, if you're playing up tempo the whole game and then you slow down, sometimes the kids think, well, are we playing not to lose instead of playing to win?
Good point.
So much at the high school is trying to keep the kids
what
engaged.
got us here? What are we confident doing?
Look at Bridger behind the back. Tom wanted a 3, but I think he's got the.
Look at Machuzik.
He's done their work.
He's been working. There's a
nice
skip.
Patience on the kick out. Bridger.
He
held it up. He knew that was good.
Again, Bridger McLean.
He held it up like Reggie Miller on that one.
Oh, he's feeling it. Gonna get maybe a little reach here on Machuzik. I like that these guys are getting a little frisky down here. They're playing with some little bit of zip. Yeah.
Especially playing a bigger school, Coach. Sometimes kids will be a little bit timid or tentative.
Yep.
And I haven't seen it so far tonight from either team.
A great sign for some of these Wildcat players to just step up. A nice little dish there.
Good play design.
Love the inbound.
Ben
Ryan. Oh, guess what? Don't blink. Here come the Cats. Ripley up top. Ripley, Colby, O'Neill, Machuzik, and McLean, and Ripley with the take.
Look at that move, Coach.
That's just taking over right there.
That's unbelievable. He knew they needed a basket. Oh, and then a little bit of a blow by there.
Nice little crossover and a pop.
Jeez, it is dueling studs here. That was Scotty Hawking with the basket.
Holy
nice move.
Smokes. We don't have a replay buffer for this game. We need dueling stream engines.
Some of these are going on their college scouting tapes, I think, some of these highlights.
Another, that's Colby this time.
Baskets. I think
nice little jumper.
Both coaches imploring their teams get a stop because it's been just trading baskets here.
It's like the North Idaho version of the NBA right now. Just like guys just showcasing their skills. 61-51. It's going to have to be, I'm going to predict with 4 minutes to go, we're going to start to see some clamping down. Eventually we got to get some stops. And guess what? Luke Miller, that's a straight trade right there. Miller in for O'Neill.
So that's
stop, like an energy neutral right there.
But you want to stop. Luke Miller's the stop machine.
Yes.
He's going to plus you can put him, he can guard anybody, and he'll be a pest. He'll get in their heads,
so aggressive and so
he can guard a post, a guard. Yeah, he doesn't care.
Bridger's looking for another 3. I'm telling you that right now. Heat check time for Bridger McLean.
And kind of a small lineup in there. We got Machuzik as the post.
Instead, Ripley takes a 3. He's going to have to get back in safety position here as the Hawks push.
And look at Luke gets behind the ball and can chase and get back in front of it. So quick.
And Colby doesn't like that call. Says, I just kind of got.
It'll be number 4, I think, on him, Coach.
It's going to be 4, and he says, I had a hand on the ball too.
So I
it's
like
not
this.
going to matter.
I think you'll see him come out for about a minute or less, and he'll be right back in there, I think.
And this is good minutes for Reed Watcott to get in here.
But this situation with 4, I think Coach will be in his ear just going, hey, when you get back out there, you got 1 to give. Finish the game. Be smart. I think we'll see him come back around 4 and try to finish it would be my guess.
And Eli, this is non-league, but neither of these teams wants to lose this game.
No.
These guys are not like, oh, hey, this has been fun. See you guys later. They're like, no, we need to avenge our loss to you guys.
Yeah.
And Kellogg's like, you're not beating us.
Kellogg wants to go, hey, we won twice against a 4A.
Sure.
And Lakeland's going, we're not going to let a 2A beat us twice. And so
this is good. It's good basketball. Got some good chat happening here. Jill Berger just been with us all night. Of course, Kayla Monroe, Coach Kayla, Monica Ross, go Izzy. Yeah, Izzy. Being busy like that, I nickname her Busy Izzy. She's talented, and so she's probably spreading herself pretty thin. She's probably a good student too. I think I'm pretty sure about that.
Student. She's a great kid.
Yeah, you can.
She was in my 4th grade class as was Bucko. Yeah, I somehow seem like I get a lot of the good ones.
Maybe that's they become or they are, and you maintain, and they are good ones after you taught
I don't know about that. I think
egg.
I'm a blessed guy. I think.
Chicken egg. I think it's a little both. There we go, Bucko, 4th grade. Good job, Buck. Hey, Buck, my 4th grade class was one of my favorites, too, and my teacher was Mrs. Dawson. And she was a teacher well into my tenure as a Kellogg School District employee, too.
She was there when I was through
school.
So
impressive.
Yeah.
Mrs. Dawson. I could probably name all of my elementary school teachers. I had such wonderful experiences in the Kellogg School District and just great teachers. And
I know all mine too, and I'm
could name them
teaching
all.
in the same 4th grade classroom I sat in years ago.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I think when you guys were my student teaching group, Eli, and I think I did a little subbing. Of course, you guys were, I think you were 3rd graders when I was doing my student teaching. Kyle Mann,
Oh, okay.
Danny Kenyon, you guys were at Pinehurst.
Yeah.
And so when I got done, I subbed out at Pinehurst.
Okay.
And you and Brady were like the Goodell of Pinehurst at playground. You guys had the football league all squared away.
Yeah.
You guys all had
all the rules
your wristbands
down.
and your rules, and I loved going out there and subbing, and those were good times.
And then later we had you in 6th grade for science. And that's
Yep. So I was blessed too. Had some pretty awesome teaching experiences, and I miss it at times, but I also get to kind of see it, secondhand now. So
I still remember the Bill Nye Stop the Rock.
Oh, heck yeah.
I remember the science question of the day, the squad.
Science question of the day. Come in every day, get your binder out, write this question down, and see if you can answer it.
Yep.
That's before you could Google it, right?
No, back then you didn't Google it. You went and found somebody who had passed the period before, and you begged them for the answer.
Beg them for the answer. You'd crowdsource it, or you'd go, actually, maybe if you were really working hard, go crack an encyclopedia.
Yeah, or you'd ask your parents.
Yeah.
I still remember some of the questions. I remember one of the questions was what does Roy G. Biv stand for?
There you go.
And that was one that I knew, and I think I got that one right in class. I think I got called on for that one.
I think I worded that question. Roy G. Biv is a friend of mine.
Yeah.
What does that mean for scientists or something like that? And you guys were like, wow, who's this Mr. Miller's friend? Roy? Like, who do we talk to?
And I remember when you ate the potato.
Yes.
Oh,
that's
like
one of my
candle.
favorites.
Yep,
one of my favorites. I saw this at a conference. I carved out a potato to look like a candle, put an almond in the top, a sliver of almond, and lit it on fire. And I said, I want you to observe some stuff. And you guys are just looking at the candle. You're like, what's it smell like? What's it doing? And you guys are just thinking candle, candle, candle.
Yeah.
And then at the end, I just took a bite of it, and you guys all just lost your minds. And I thought, don't let your observations be biased on what you've seen
what you
before.
think is going to happen.
Loved it.
Yeah, great lesson.
Blew some minds. I love doing that. Okay, here we go. 4 minutes, 4:44, 62-52, 10-point Wildcat lead. And we're going to see what happens out of that break. A lot of adjustments probably being made. Got a couple of Lunas with maybe some foul trouble. And we're going to see what happens here. Hawks not going away. Expect a 3 or 2 from them.
Yeah, I think we'll see Colby come back here pretty quick. We'll see.
They're buying a minute or two, right?
I think the next dead ball, he'll be in the game, I think.
And I think with the 10-point lead, this is not the stack delay, but this is basically the equivalent in this game.
And if you can eat some time while you got Colby out, nice move.
Oh, great
nice
move by
follow.
McChizik and follow.
And great anticipation to anticipate. It
Yes.
could be a miss. I got to get to the backside.
Full team effort.
Smart
Great
play by
possession.
Ripley.
What a
Good
possession.
Take. Yeah, good basketball.
And I know you're going to be shocked, but the Lakeland Hawks did not bring the ball up nonchalantly and set up an offense. They pushed and got a good look, and now Noel's going to get 2 shots.
Coach, I bet you when Lakeland goes to leave here, they'll shower quickly. They'll probably eat their food in about 30 seconds at McDonald's. They do everything fast, I think.
Yes, I think that this is going to be a up-tempo night for the Lakeland Hawks all around. One other note, we got some more good stuff coming in the chat here. I always love when the chat is active. Izzy, in addition to being an NIC choir, drum major here for the Wildcats, bass player, good student. She's also qualified for All-State in choir as well, and that's not easy to do.
No.
So just a lot of good stuff, a lot of talent here at Kellogg High School. I still call that. None of these kids will probably know what I'm talking about, but I still call that the legacy of Glenn Exum.
Yeah.
You've just had nothing but nonstop musical excellence and enthusiasm.
And it just sets a standard that just,
Glenn
everybody strives to
Exum,
get
Wayne
to.
Benson, Rick Dickinson. Now you got Adam Ream. You've had a couple other teachers in between there, but it just keeps going and going, and that's just really cool.
It's like, what's the old saying? Tradition never graduates.
That's right. Tradition never graduates. So we're just going to stay here. We'll just switch down maybe to that mic. here back out of the break, and 10-point lead here for the Wildcats. Band still bringing it. Cheerleaders still bringing it. And cheerleaders coming off their first place in a couple of exercises at cheerleading competition at Timberlake on Saturday. So good job to them. And just like we thought, here comes the press, Eli.
Yeah, we kind of said it during the timeout. We think Colby will come back in. He did right around the 4-minute mark. And we think Lakeland will put on a press, and they did. So
that's okay. That's a good take. Ripley knowing that they're going to try to.
They're sending that cherry picker. We got to make sure that top person rotates back.
There's your 2 points right there. That's what you want. That's hawking.
That's the hard thing, though, Coach. When you got Colby and Rip going from the top of the key down to the paint, is you kind of lose that defender who's the first one back. You got to have one of those wings then is trying to rotate and be the back player.
Yep.
They just have to come a little quicker and fill that top spot. So as the drive keeps coming, that wing has got to slide over. Reed was just a little bit late, I think, on that last one, getting to that spot. So slowing down here with a lot of the fouls. Yeah, so that's only the 6. So from here on out, we're shooting bonus. Kellogg already with 8 fouls. So, kind of dangerous pass.
Little pucker factor right there. That's one of those you just hope that the other guy comes down with it.
Yeah, as a coach, your heart skips a beat there.
If I had any hair left, I'd pull it out. As Colton Machuzik,
soft
good. Little jumper. I don't mind that shot at all.
He's got a textbook jumper. Nice driving kick there.
Good recover by the Wildcats. Nice take.
Feeling good. He's had a good second half.
Better to give Ferguson 2 than 3 there, right?
Yeah.
Good job by the Wildcats of recovering.
And it'll be the foul here, so we got 1 and 1.
And guess what, guys? This is going to get interesting. What is it now? 8 points?
6 points.
6 points. So the Wildcats kind of in prove-it mode here. You're going to game a horse.
In a quick foul. So
and you got to prove it.
I don't know if Lakeland, that's the strategy or if it's just a quick foul, but I don't know. Fourth foul on Anderson for Lakeland.
I think maybe you have to be aggressive defensively and got to make them prove it 1 or 2 times. If the Wildcats continue to make, then maybe you try to hit some threes, but I do like just kind of mixing up the strategy here, making them honest.
And 2:44 is a lot of time. It's an eternity. So if you are going to foul if you're Lakeland, I think you just maybe be a little bit selective. I'd basically foul anybody not named Luna if it was me.
Yeah. Knocks them both down. Nice job. Ripley having himself just a nice stretch of games here.
Oh, nice, good idea to go inside there.
Steal by Rip. Gives it to Colby.
Now here, I don't know why I pull it out. Nothing here. Value the possession. Yeah.
Maybe a timeout
here. Yeah. Coach Martin probably the right call there. Save the timeout. But
well, that was good by Reed though. Reed didn't panic.
Yeah, he didn't lose it. So here we go. I think we'll see him be a little patient. Maybe get into a weave or a flex.
The key here is to not lose your dribble unless you're ready.
And they're going to make him maybe foul. I think here.
Yeah.
Just be patient. Make him foul.
Just got to tap back into time, get out the Larry Alexander stack delay, and just take the air out of the ball.
And we've got some pretty good free throw shooters in here for Coach Martin, so I think he knows, Lakeland
little keep away now, right?
And Reed there was open, but smartly pulled it back, trying to eat a little clock.
There it is. That's a senior right there. There's your senior.
But even there, eating a little clock, Coach, we talked about it earlier, it just softens the defense up.
Yeah.
They have to play defense for 30 seconds,
And right now, the Wildcats can afford to trade baskets.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to see them get back there, and that's probably what Coach Martin's going to say in this timeout.
One stop,
yeah, you can't just let them go the distance after you burned about 30, 40 seconds of clock and got a great little easy one.
The whole purpose,
you got to beat feet back.
Yeah.
So we got another text here. It's not in the chat, but another text here from Thad Samuelson, who's a good golfer, co-coach with me and coached his son. So we have a lot of golf chat going on. He says, hey, if we can add a shot clock to the high school basketball, we can have high school golf in the fall.
Yeah.
The story behind that is, of course, we put it to vote, and the 4A and 5A decided to break apart from all the other districts, all the other classifications, and they already had golf in the fall. And now 1A, 2A, 3A, we're left to have golf in the spring, which changes the entire dynamic. We used to go to a lot of these bigger schools and play in these tournaments, and now it's kind of up to us to do it on our own.
Which season would you prefer, Coach, if you had your choice?
Early on, I recruited my girls see if the Wildcats are going to pull it out here. Probably go to the free throw line, maybe. But I recruited my girls it was before soccer, but I recruited them to play in the spring.
Yeah.
And so a shift 10 years ago would have kind of put a glitch in my, which girls I identified in junior golf and said, hey, I know you're probably volleyball, but you can play golf in the spring. But now, having coached for so many, decades, I'm just kind of like, whatever. I just want to coach.
Yeah.
And definitely the weather.
Yeah.
I mean, the weather is fall is fall is where it's at. It was a beautiful fall this year. State tournament, 70 degrees.
Yeah. That's what I love about cross country. The weather's
it's like so nice.
We get those days where it's 75 degrees and just nice.
Yep. So really, I mean, I can't complain. We've had some pretty successful golf programs over the last 2 decades, and I don't want to nitpick, but my one complaint is it should have been all or nothing. It should have been all of it is moving to fall or staying at spring. And the way they split it up, it's really going to take an effort from the 1A, 2A, 3A coaches here in the North Idaho Panhandle to create a schedule that will work for the kids.
Yeah. And I like the minor adjustment there on the free throw. Coach Martin had 2 guys back instead of one.
Yes, I do too.
And look at this.
Luke Miller.
So he's almost too fast for himself at times. So nice job to pull it out. What do we got here? Foul, I think. So 1 minute to go.
Pretty successful holding off that. I mean, Lakeland really has put on this is all or nothing.
Yeah, it's frenetic now.
Yes, and the Wildcats are sort of managing that very well. And the best way to negate that ultimately is make free throws, right?
Yeah. And once again, Coach Martin's got two whites out of there.
I like it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
it's
good
smart.
adjustment.
Don't get beat.
Look at him coaching over there. Look at him saying,
Yeah.
And you just got to make one of those. I know it's easier up here said than done. Got to knock one of those down.
Now he wanted to look down, and it was covered by Kellogg.
Good strong take and a timeout.
The only problem there is they had Luke Miller's one of the ones back, so he's down on the block trying to get a post. Yeah, so
we'll stick around here. 49 seconds to go. This has been a pretty fast-paced game, very entertaining. 69-62, Wildcats up by 7, not over by any means. And Eli finally got his requested song.
Request.
Yes.
Stacy's mom, one of my favorites that the band does.
Stacy's mom. We'll go down to the band, let you all enjoy Eli's request. We are back real quickly here. Wildcats trying to break the press. I like the comments on the band. A lot of old music still on file. Rubber Band Man, absolutely. Rubber Band Man, Fame, Doobie Brothers, China Grove, Chicago.
Yeah, we haven't heard 25 or 6 to 4.
Bring it all back. Yes,
that's usually a staple of our band.
Yes. And then another comment, Eli. Well, hey, these songs aren't free. Right?
No.
You got to pay royalties. You got to do whatever. These guys make arrangements. So, hey, donations help. Donate to Wildcat Band. You want to hear some older tunes? Maybe Rubber Band Man. I mean, maybe they still have that copyright from when they bought it back in 1977. But, if you want some of these tunes and want to add to the portfolio that these kids have to play from, make a donation to Kellogg Wildcat Pep Band or Kellogg Wildcat Music Department. I'm sure they would put it to good use.
And they're always trying to fix instruments and stuff, too, which has a cost.
Yes.
So they always could use your support.
I know my neighbor, Zach Dye, Zach just donated a drum set, last June that I think they're playing tonight,
cool.
But just donated it. So always a good thing to support your music and art and those other programs, drama and sports, everything. support it.
Ooh, big collision.
I think he was there.
I think he was too. The guy,
that might seal it right there.
Yeah.
We'll go full screen. That's worthy to see.
Good job getting set.
Lakeland kind of desperate. Got to get in the lane here.
Trying too hard to create something.
Great defense.
Yeah.
Sacrifice your body, Eli, right?
Yep. And we got some subs here, so I don't know. The lead is now 9 for Kellogg with 42 to go. So another foul here.
And right in the middle of it is Ripley Luna. And he really has, I would say the last 3 or 4 games, he has really kind of taken over the Wildcats. And not by shooting threes, defensive energy, and taking it into the bucket aggressively and taking some hard shots.
Really, him and his brother, they're both very complete basketball players.
Yeah.
They defend, they run hard, they can handle the ball, they can shoot. Great passers.
But that game, and I see Ripley kind of tend towards that game a little more, taking it to the rack relentlessly. He's taken some shot, I don't mean basketball shots. He's taken some body blows.
Oh, yeah.
That's a physical game down there.
And I think that's an area where they've improved as players. Like I remember watching them in middle school, and they shot a lot of jumpers, and they've gotten stronger and bigger, and I think I'm sure if you look at them, you can tell they hit the gym, and
they're interested in playing football at the next level, and who knows, maybe it will switch to basketball. I mean, they're good enough that you never know with these guys.
Sure.
But it's a testament to. I think it's in your interest to play multiple sports, and I think it's benefited them both. And a lot of these players that are out here right now, a lot of these guys have played football, and it's good stuff.
And, Colby and Ripley, this summer I was having cross-country practices, and we'd go to the track, and they'd be there working out
doing
all summer, doing speed work at the track. And so these guys work out year-round. All the success that they have is well-earned.
Hey, here comes the hockey lineup, Eli. We have Blake Colburn, shout out KHS Golf.
Brody in there,
Brody, shout out KHS Golf. And then a couple of these guys played some JV minutes, so they're just kind of getting warmed back up here. Drayden Taylor. 27 seconds, just Wildcats just trying to cruise here to the end.
And I think, Coach, that was more, about getting the ovation for those guys who played so hard. They got a big ovation coming out. Coach Martin gave them all some big dap when they came out. So I know sometimes as a player it's frustrating, I got in there for 30 seconds, but sometimes you're just trying to get those kids an ovation.
Oh, and here's a chance with Drayden.
Drayden, give it to him. Oh, he wants it.
He could have run a little harder there and maybe got it on the break, but he probably knew they were not going to press or push it. And these guys are just going to run the clock out. Classy move here by the Wildcats.
It's tempting when you're a young guy to want to take that shot, But.
So we're going to end the game here. Non-league action. 2 really good teams playing really hard. Fun to watch them both. Thanks for watching, everybody. We are going to go away here for tradition here at Kellogg High School, the alma mater, once the players are through the sportsmanship handshake line. We will come back after that, but we'll take you down to court level. All you KHS alumni, enjoy this. Thanks for watching, Lakeland fans. We'll be right back. All right, it's always nice that fight song always has a little bit more spirit when you win, right, Eli? What do you think of this game? Wildcats entering a really crucial stretch of league here after this, but what did you see tonight?
Big win. I think 72 points is a great game against a 4A school. Both teams fought really hard, so both teams, a great fun game to watch.
I enjoyed watching Lakeland too. I don't think they have anything to hang their heads on.
No.
They run into a pretty tough Kellogg team, and both teams kind of match up well. You know, there wasn't a real size disadvantage on either side. It was just kind of fun to watch them go back and forth.
And fun to watch. The tempo was, I mean, it was fast-paced. A lot of shots tonight.
Well, all right. From Andrews Gymnasium, it never gets old seeing the crowd and that alma mater and that Kellogg hail to the varsity. None of that ever gets old. Maybe we'll have to get out Light the K for Kellogg High School. Most people may not know Kellogg used to have 2 or 3 fight songs, so not one was enough for these Wildcats. Great job to the coaching staff. Great job to the players. Good luck to the Wildcats as they hit the road, Grangeville and Orfino. Thank you, Pep Band. Thank you, people in the chat. We will be back. I don't know when because I haven't looked that far ahead.
I think it's the 27th, our next game.
27th. We get a little bit of a break, but tune in. The Wildcats will head east and play Wallace. Check out Channel 3's YouTube. We know that they will be bringing the game there as well. Shout out to them. So for Eli Beauregard, Buck Coe, Ty Cheney got the night off tonight, but he's still part of Wildcats Live. And Easton Town down in the student section tonight representing there. So for everybody here at Wildcats Live, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.